You know those people who their success like makes your heart burst with joy? That's how I feel about our guest tonight. He's a cooking phenom and an entrepreneur whose food videos have been viewed over 2 billion times, and he's about to be my favorite person in this house. Please welcome the one and only Eitan Burnett.
Hello!
How are you?
Good, thanks for having me at your
to see
house.
you. Oh, yes, this is my house.
Yes.
This is, of course,
Brought some groceries with me.
This is the weight of my heart. What'd you bring?
We are making mac and cheese, but I'm hiding a vegetable in. I know you want to eat more vegetables. I have as well.
Okay, but you said the keywords mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
You're gonna make us mac and cheese.
We're gonna forget about the vegetable.
Okay.
Yes, we're gonna have.
I can eat a singular vegetable.
Just one.
Okay, just one.
That's it.
Let's go
Let's
to the
go to the
kitchen.
kitchen.
Welcome. I have a friend in person. Suckers! You're making a mac and cheese for me, which I'm super hyped about. You know it's my
Yes.
favorite food.
I'm hoping if you like it as much as Kraft. You know what? I feel like Kraft is invincible, so we're gonna go like almost as good. If I even get it almost, I'll be happy.
I've never not liked your cooking, so I have no doubt.
There we go.
But you know I have zero abilities. So you have to
We're
direct
getting
me
there.
through, you have to direct me through this whole
We've
thing.
done, I know we've done grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I feel like we've mastered that.
All the cheese things we've done.
Now, one of the most important parts of cooking pasta is you want to add salt to your water. And you want to add
How
quite
much
a
salt?
lot. More than you think, like quite a
More
lot.
than
the
I
whole
think.
thing, but like 3 good pinches.
Okay, a pinch.
Large grabs.
So that's a grab.
A grab,
Okay,
sorry.
so-
Wrong verbiage.
Okay, so like this is one.
Oh, larger than that.
Really?
Like,
2, okay, my doctor already told me my salt is high. Okay, 3, sorry, I got another one.
let's do like 2 more of those.
What? My blood test is screaming at me right
We're
now.
gonna do another little.
That was a handful. That's a snowball fight.
And basically what that's gonna do is gonna add flavor into our pasta. So we're gonna cook that for about 5 minutes.
So wait, you know so much stuff. How did you start your love of food?
I have the metabolism of a racehorse, so no one knows this by looking at me, but all I do is eat food, think about food, cook food, dream about food.
Wow, relatable.
Yeah, I love food.
So from a young age.
From
I
a
mean,
young
you're
age.
already young. How old are you?
Almost 19. Well, when this airs, I'm 19. So,
So from a very, very young age.
like 8 or 9. I saw things on TV and on the internet. I was like, I want to learn how to make that myself. And I always ask my mom, like, Mom, can you make this beer battered onion rings I saw Guy Fieri make? And she's like, I don't know how to do that. So why don't you try? So I got in the kitchen and I just like fell in love with cooking. And then from there, I competed on Chopped when I was 11. And that kind of turned my passion for cooking into what kind of the birth of a career. And then I've been documenting it online. And now, okay, in our pot over here, we're gonna make a roux. A little fancy.
Roux?
So a roux, it is when you combine fat and flour in the base of a sauce, and what
Both
that does
things
is
I
it will
love.
thicken it. Fat and flour.
Fat and flour. Put that on a
Yes.
shirt.
We're trademarking
Fat
that.
and flour.
Fat and flour. And you want to cook it down, and this will thicken the sauce. And what that does is it will also cook out the flour taste, because you're not really supposed to like eat raw
It also
flour.
smells so good because it smells like butter.
It's butter, yeah. That does smell incredible. So.
Why is this not a Febreze scent? I need to know.
I regularly say, if they came out with a line of cologne that was just food, burgers, I would do.
People would get laid more. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're both very single, so.
You are so known for your videos, trying out funky recipes, or you're making really quick, easy recipes. Where do you get all this inspiration from? I feel like you have a never-ending database of food ideas.
Yes. People are like, you must be cooking all day. I spend a lot of time just thinking a lot of the day, coming up with ideas.
Right.
There's kind of the fun, virally stuff that I know will get those millions of views. Then there's
Right.
like the real, like, I want to teach you something. I think both have their place, both are fun, and especially for the viral ones, I'm like, okay, what do people want to see? What would I want to see? Like, is it deep frying a steak? Is it deep frying water? And then when it comes to like kind of the
Wait,
more...
deep frying water?
Let me explain.
What?
So, very safe, do not try it at home.
Very safe, do not
Oh,
try it.
I meant very unsafe, sorry. Wow, yeah, very unsafe.
So, are any of your videos like horribly failed, where you're like, this is gonna work, and it just turned into a hot mess?
I don't know if you ever cooked with sugar before, but it makes a mess. So I made like a thing of caramel, and it was cooking up to there, and then once it had high heat, it bubbled everywhere. And that was before I learned how to like clean, not learned, had the desire to clean. So now I clean my own messes, but my mom was not happy at the time.
Well, speaking of that, you're 18, you just moved out.
Yes.
Talk to me about this, because I need to vicariously live through you.
Yes,
At the age of 25, I had to sit my parents down and be like, please let me move out of the house, please.
I was kind of expanding my content and kind of needed just more space to produce. And I always had to be like, shh, I need to film. I'm
Right.
sure you can very much
100%,
relate.
100%.
And so I just really need like kind of another space to film in. And it was actually my mom's idea. I know. I know. So let's have the next ingredient. I'll have
cool.
you.
Oh
I'll
my
let
God, I
you
get
do
to
the honors
do
of
it?
pouring it in. So wait, slowly.
Slowly.
Real slow. You see how thick the milk is getting in there?
Yeah.
We are then going to add in our cauliflower. Let's talk about this.
So what prompted this decision to put vegetables into
So
something that...
someone on your team told me you're trying to eat more vegetables.
It's true. I am, you know, at the tender age of 32,
Yes.
I have decided perhaps it is time for me to
Try vegetables.
put a single nutrient into my body.
So we are now just going to put this on a nice high
So
flame.
this is cauliflower, obviously not in its raw, like in
Yeah,
its full
so
form.
I just boil it down in some kind of vegetable broth, and then we
Okay.
puree it, and it kind of has a very like mild flavor, so it shouldn't
Okay.
overpower, and it's also like full of nutrients, so right in line with,
One step away from being an athlete. Y'all seeing this?
yes, basically. All right,
This is bubbling up nicely.
bubbling up, so see how good that got nice and thick?
Yeah.
So we are now gonna add in the secret ingredient, don't
She's
tell
thick.
anyone. She is very
She is thick. She got booty.
Yeah, this recipe was actually inspired by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion WAP.
Oh.
So, macaroni in a pot. I actually named my cat after Cardi B. My cat's name is Cardi.
I love that.
My last name is Bernath.
Bernath.
Cardi Bernath.
It's perfect. This has turned into like quite an awesome sauce, which I was not anticipating.
Yes, so as you see here, do you want to take over the whisking?
Sure. Do I just do this?
Yes, and now it's time for the cheese.
Let's do it, baby.
Cheese is
Make
the best
it
part of
rain.
all. Make it rain with the cheese. All right, make it rain. All right, there we go. Get that all in there. That's just cheese number one.
Oh dang!
This is
That's
a
just
multi-cheese
cheese number
function.
one.
Now we're gonna add in
We got money.
a high budget, multiple cheeses.
Oh, she's thick.
Yeah, right?
She goes to Pilates. She does squats.
Multiple squats a day.
She does multiple
Yeah.
squats a day.
So we are going to add in now secret ingredient. We're gonna add in some mustard powder.
Okay.
And now this is what I hope you'll let me know what you think. Should
Okay.
make it taste like Kraft mac and cheese.
I trust you with all of my heart.
Now we're gonna add a little pepper. I don't know about you, but I do not like bland mac and cheese.
You know what? I am not one of the white hosts, so
Yes.
I also like pepper.
There we go. Love that. We're gonna add a little bit more salt.
More salt.
Yes.
Okay.
Our noodles are definitely ready. All right. We don't
Okay.
want overcooked noodles. Gordon Ramsay would not be happy.
Gordon Ramsay will come for our
Yes.
heads. I'll be here for moral support.
Yes. Thank
Woo!
you. Thank you.
Yeah, baby, drain them noodles.
Yes, thank you,
Yes.
thank you. That was the most fun draining of noodles.
Also, can I just say your confidence? Me, when I'm at home, like, no, slowly. He's just like, bam, bam.
Bam. Usually it's a boring activity, but with you it was, I love being hyped up during the process.
Right.
So let's now pour our noodles.
Also, it's hella hot and my mustache sweat is definitely popping, so don't judge me.
I know this is a judgment-free zone. All right, and now let me give you a little spoon to make your life a little
Oh yeah, I
easier.
should whisk the macaroni and make sense.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
there we go. Now just listen to the sound. It makes a lot of
Okay,
noise.
shh, everybody be quiet. We'll listen to the sound, okay? I'll put my mic close. Okay.
There's a Vine about this. But
Oh, really?
I know this is late night, but
I would be lying if I said I wasn't turned on right now.
I'm gonna serve us some food while we chat.
Okay.
You know,
The magic words. I'm gonna serve us some food while we chat.
While we chat,
Say
yes.
it again. Say it again.
I'm gonna serve us some food while we chat.
Music to my ears.
Go.
Oh, that's cheesy.
Yeah, very cheesy.
I feel like you need to zoom into this. It does not look like there's any vegetables in this. If I was a child and my parents gave this to me, I would be completely convinced.
You would have no idea. It's a little.
I'm
a
like
little hot.
debating between which spoon to use.
I mean, so I would go with the big one, but this is quite hot, so we don't want to burn
Okay,
ourselves.
okay, well, chill for a second. Okay, so while this cools down, I need to ask you something. Be honest, okay? You go out to eat at a restaurant, what kind of person are you? Are you like super critical? Are you sending food back?
I demand that we share food. Like, not demand, but like, if I go to a restaurant with someone, like, I'm expecting, like, it is a family meal. Like, everyone can order what they want, but we're all trying each other's food.
Okay.
Like-
so I'm actually down with that. I'm super down
Yeah.
with that. Because portions, especially in Merca, are so huge anyway.
Very large. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you can give me some.
But are you critiquing the food? Are you like sending
Not
it
really.
back? Okay.
I always say I cook food and I eat food. I don't critique food.
Okay, that's very sweet of you.
I despise bananas, but I know bananas are good. Like, I'm the problem, not the bananas. So that's how I feel about all foods that I don't really like. I'm like, it must be me.
Okay.
I'm the problem here. But
So are you like a sensitive artist like me? So for example, me, I make a joke and stuff. Some people may not laugh and I'll front, but then I'll go back to my room and I'm like,
it might
oh my God. So if you cook for someone, are you really nervous that they won't like your food? Has that ever happened to you?
Once, it's just you.
Me?
When I came to your house the first time to cook, yeah, I was So actually, fun facts.
Oh wait, you were nervous, not that I didn't like it.
Oh, no,
because I was like,
no.
I loved it.
Yeah, no, I was definitely nervous. I remember I made like a whole spread of stuff.
Yeah?
And literally, I cooked it with my mom actually that time, and I was like, Mom, everything must be perfect. There is a 0% room for error over here.
You made hummus, right?
Yes.
And you said this to me because it was the smoothest, most bomb hummus I've ever eaten. I vividly remember. You told me you individually peeled each chickpea. Is that true?
This is true. It took about 2 hours of peeling. That's what I'm telling you. I went all out.
I want to ask you while we eat this. I'm gonna take a first bite. Let's see.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you my honest feedback
Yes.
here, okay?
I'm
That's
very
bomb
good.
as hell.
Yeah?
Also, I'm gonna say a big statement right now. I do taste the cauliflower,
In a good way.
and I like it.
Same.
It actually adds. Who am I? It actually adds something. It adds a nice texture, a nice flavor to the mac and cheese.
Yeah, it adds like a really nice savory note. It kind of adds some nice creaminess. You can hide it. Like I'm sure if you give it to a little kid, they wouldn't know, but as like a adult, just
Also, the black pepper is like a nice
very important.
pop there.
No bland food here.
This is incredible. You are so incredible.
Thank you.
I need to hit you up for some more veg, because it's basically salad now.
Vegetables.
I'm like ready to run a marathon, Loki.
Yes.
What are you working on? What's coming up next for you?
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I just kind of did a relaunch on all of my content that just started this month, and I'm really excited about that because I'm kind of, trying to elevate everything as I get older. I think the recipes I'm doing, I'm really proud of. I don't know about you, but my life has not been that interesting for the past year.
I think you're so interesting.
So now that kind of, you can be outside more and everything, like I'm so excited just for like new content and
Yeah.
lots of cool things in the works.
I'm sure you guys have already seen Eitan's content, but not only is it so fun and high energy, but it's beautiful as
Thank
well.
you.
You're so good at shooting. Where can people follow you across the board?
Yes, you can follow me at Eitan on Instagram, TikTok, youtube.com/Eitan, and at Eitan Bernath on Facebook and Twitter.
Do all the things. You will not
you.
regret it. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Oh, so good. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming to cook for me.
Thank you for having me. Fun as always.
Hug you.
Yes.
You made me cheese.
Mandatory.
100%. I hope you're enjoying season 2 of A Little Late with Lilly Singh. If you're not sick of this face yet, go ahead and click subscribe right over there. Check out more clips just like this one right over there. And more importantly, have a great day. Bye!